Today I'll be ranking every airport in PTFS, starting off with Henstridge Airfield. That's a nice airport for general aviation, could do some aerobatics around here. Simple runway, not much really to do here though, apart from do some general aviation circuits. I'll give this a C, it's all around not too great, but at least it's there. Moving on to McConnell, this is a military base. We have a nice control tower here, very detailed. We have a ground crew station, very big ground crew station. We have a nice apron layout here, lots of planes can fit here, and then one wider runway and one smaller runway. I'll give this an A. Now Barrow, this is a seaport here on the beach, a very nice looking beach. It's very small. We have a small little terminal here, check-in area, and just some resting spots. Now in my opinion, this airport is a B. Purely because of its exclusivity and how different it is from all the other airports. Moving on to Paphos. Now Paphos is on the island of Cyprus as well as all the other airports. It has a great aircraft selection. You can spawn any aircraft here, I think, excluding the Concorde. It has a nice control tower here, but overall the layout is pretty bad. You have to cross runways to get to the old short points and the thresholds. It's not great. So for that, I'll give Paphos a B, as well as Barrow. Moving on to Larnaca. Now I know many people love this airport. It has a nice control tower, a nice cargo terminal as well, no interior though, and just some general aviation gates. With a nice runway layout, you can get straight to the runway from the terminal. Unfortunately, one thing that will knock it down is the terminal. This just looks terrible. And also, we are not in 2012 anymore. We can make an entrance to the terminal. We don't need a teleporter anymore. For that, I'll give this airport a C. Moving on to a lot of people to go to, it is Southampton. Southampton is one of my personal favourites. It has a nice lighthouse on the end of the island, even a ski centre with a unfortunate skier there. And overall you can get to the runway pretty easily, apart from 08, which is a bit of a faff. But overall, I'll give this airport a B. Now we have the training centre. Just south over Greater Rockford, the big airport, you have a nice little airport for training. And also, the planes automatically come with a special student pilot livery. Not to mention, a little detail here, we also have a simulator room with the Cessna, I believe, which this just looks really cool. And yeah, that is pretty much training centre. And our training centre, I'll give it an A because I just really like the feel of it. Next up, Airbase Gary. Airbase Gary has a wonderful control tower. It is a military airport. As you can see, we have a Qatar C-17 and a Eurofighter waiting on the apron. You take off into the mountain, you have to make a right or left turn. It's very cool. This gives you straight access onto the Greater Rockford map loop, as I like to call it. Not to mention, this airport is on the right place of Dover, even though it is in the Philippines. So for that, I like to bump up its score. It's a very beautiful airport, as well as a very cool sheep here. So I'll give Airbase Gary an A, and I'll put it in front of McConnell. Moving on to Baltic, this is based on Mountain Air Club in real life. I think it's the airport in Virginia or something. It's a very cool approach. You come in over there, or coming through here and land on runway 10, or if you're feeling adventurous, you could come up through here and land on 10 or down the valley. So yeah, it's a very fun approach. Baltic is a simple airport, and I'll give that I'll put it in front of. No, I'm gonna move this here, and I'm gonna take McConnell down. Actually, I feel like that's fair. Here we have Waterloo, another seaport, and it is probably the most simple airport in PTFS you will ever get. You have a one spawner, you just drive into the water, you have a dock. This airport is just, I think it's just straight up F tier. It's terrible. Moving on to the Greater Rockford Road base here. I said I would rank every airport, and here we are. This is a nice airport. It gives you straight access up to the bridge to the Rockford map loop. And it's also in a great area. It's just wedged between Greater Rockford, the airport, and also, Mellor. Plane spawner, I've spawned the Hawk T1 as well as the police car. So yeah, let me know what you think of this airport. It's a mixed opinion here. Just because of its simplicity and it is a road base, I'm gonna give it a B. Now for Mellor, one of my absolute favourites. It's easy to get to the runway. I have a nice city here. It's on a separate island with a nice red bridge attaching it, which I love. It's just opposite Airbase Gary and has a very nice, sunset picture. Picturesque sunset with a mountain. Like, just look at this. You cannot tell me this does not look epic. The interior at Mellor is pretty basic. It is just gate after gate with some seating. we will give it a high. Actually, no, picturesque. We'll give it a in front of the training centre. Now, finally, the airport we've all been waiting for. Greater Rockford, lovely airport, nice city. Terminal 2, Terminal 1, nice gates for the A380, 3 runways. It is just insane. It feels a tiny bit, you know, cramped. It can be very cramped if there's loads of people here, but overall, this airport replicates Manchester in real life very beautifully. I can almost just imagine myself spotting over there like I would in real life. So yeah, overall, I'm giving this airport the first S of the video. Bet you didn't see this coming. Skepulos. The most interesting airport of all. It's very bad. Very bad. Oh my god. There's not much to say about this airport really. It's a small little island, it's isolated. Give the first D of the video. Moving on to Grindavik, here we have a nice hotel. Same control tower as Mellor, I think that is. Pretty bad interior. Don't really like the colours. But the airport runway is easy to get to via taxiway Alpha 1 and Alpha 3. So overall, this airport will be a high B for me. Here we have Savaro Sea Base. It has a nice ski centre, just like Southampton will. It has a nice farmer company with some logs as well, and it's just a nice airport. You can get to it just from the road. No airport interior, but it's a sea base. What do you expect? You just drive off here, get on via the dock. I'm going to give this a high C, just because it is very basic. Now for one of the community's favourites, Bird Island. It serves a very small community here, nice airport, a grass runway, a nice beach at the end. So yeah, gonna give it a B. Gonna give it a high B. Why not? And actually, I want to mess around with these because I don't agree with myself anymore. I want to bump Aeronautica up, and I want to take Barra down a bit, just because, you know, it's very simple. And I think this is fair. Same on the island of Orengi, we have Saba. I'm glad they added it. It was only a matter of time until they added it. Oh, it fits greatly into PTFS, and we also have a welcome here. So yeah, nice in the valleys. Gonna give this one another B. Lots of B's here. Here we have the second road base, and this is now making me feel like all these road bases are literally just the same. So let's do some manipulating here. We put this road base in C, and we put this road base in C as well. So yeah, all the road bases, I think if we have any, we have one here as well. We'll just skip that one out, put them all in C. I think the road bases are in a league of their own. Now for the big boy of Orengi, we have Tokyo International. We have some nice detail here with a faded out gate as aircraft became bigger. Also, we have a nice bridge here. Alcatraz, cool detail. And a cargo terminal, and the airport has a nice interior as well. I really like it. A nice sign, and also just lots of gating so we could fit all aircraft here. Now another reason why this airport is great is because of the kite attribute. You come in here, you come down, you make the right turn, line up with the airport, and continue your approach. It has a runway on the sea, as well as a runway over here, which can be conflicting at sometimes, but they're all fine if you have the right controller. A nice city / town here of Japanese style buildings, and a nice dock. So overall, I think this will be our second. S for the video. I don't want to put it in front of Greater Rockford. I think it's better than Greater Rockford in my opinion. One of my personal favourites, St. Bart's it is. Honestly, it's such a nice airport. Have a very nice beach, have a nice town with a football pitch, a dam, another nice town, and just overall, it's a great airport. Nice dock over the approach. The airport is very simple, just a bit of waiting and just checking desks and some vending machines. But overall, the control tower looks nice. It's very homely. So yeah, I'll give this airport an high A. Moving on to another sea base, which looks absolutely terrible. Can't really say much. You have a nice beach here, but that's the only reason why I'll see. You have a nice volleyball here. It's on an island, but yeah, I think this just has to be another F. I'll put it a bit lower as an F, but I think it might be even worse than Waterloo. Here we have Lucca Airport, high in the Perth mountains here. Can't do a go around, but what you can do is take off, down and up this very nicely sloped runway. Pretty blocky air traffic control tab, but looks, I think this actually might be the same as St. Bart's. But overall, this airport's very nice. I can do some twin otter flights with Getty Airways here. And overall, a nice interior. as you can see, we have a bit of reference in real life. So this airport will be, in my books, a low A, because it's so homey, it's so nice. Here we have Perth International, the newest airport in PTFS. Nice control tower out the way now instead of blocking the runway. It has two terminals, one being the very nicely detailed Terminal 1, and also a lesser detailed Terminal 2 for domestic flights with smaller planes being spawned here. Two big hangars, a nice city on your approach, or industrial park I should say, and a cargo terminal, and approach over water. So it's not too crowded apart from this little blocky town over here, with the Perth Stadium in the back. So overall, this airport will be just before St. Bart's. I think it's just the standard big airport in PTFS here. Moving on to our last island. This is an older airport, I believe. This is RAF Scampton. So Scampton, the old home of 617 Squadron who flew Avro Wranglers and Vulcans, yeah. So I think this airport was made for the Avro Vulcan here. Very nicely modelled. It's just one of the best planes in the game, as well as the sounds. Overall, this airport has a nice control tower here. It's pretty small, but it does the job. A nice approach over the water, as well as over the water here. It just stretches across the island. It's very easy to get to, and also has some nice parking over here. So overall, I'm going to give this airport just below Mellor. I think it's very underused, and I think it has lots of potential. Onwards to aeronautica. This is a nice airport for, private jets. It's a pretty detailed interior, not much going on though, and it's on a very sunny island. I think this is based in, Egypt, because there are some pyramids here, as well as some ruins over there. Overall, nice airport, pretty bog standard, does the job, and easy to get to the runway, pretty annoying backtrack. So I'll give this airport, we'll do a very high, actually no, we'll do like a B area. And finally is the Lorani. A nice airport all round. We will approach over those smokestacks though for this runway, and a water approach here. Easy to get to the runways. It's almost like Larnaca. It's just Larnaca's cousin. It's a better interior than Larnaca, so I'll have to give it higher than Larnaca. And the air traffic control tower I think is from, Bracey Rockford. Cargo terminal, gates, big car park. Overall, I think it's going to be the best in the B category. Thank you for watching this video. This is my ranking of all the airports in PTFS, excluding the Coast Guard and the carrier airports, because I have no some heliports. So thank you for staying with me. I will make more videos soon. Feel free to comment some video ideas. Thank you very much, and bye bye.